I will discuss what is the effect of sinking of a support. In a continuous beam, you have seen sometimes the supports may sink, either end support or intermediate support. In a continuous beam, sometimes this is intermediate support and this is end support, support A, B, C, D. Okay, in a continuous beam, sometimes end support or intermediate support may sink and it may like this. So, if any support sink, what will be the effect in the fixed end moment we will calculate. Okay. So, in case there will be additional fixed end moments due to sinking supports, we will determine what is the effect in throughout the continuous beam. For any span of length L, if delta is the difference of level of the end supports, then at each end of the fixed end moment will be like this. If right hand side or if the right support is at upper level, then this beam will be subjected to a clockwise moment, and if the left support will be at higher level, the beam will be subjected to a anti-clockwise moment. So here I wrote it. The nature of the fixed end moment is clockwise at each end when the right support is at a higher level. Here in this figure, first figure, the right support at higher level and the left support synced at amount delta. So, if the right support at higher level, the beam will be subjected to a clockwise moment, and if left support at higher level, the beam will be subjected to a anti-clockwise moment. Okay, it is like this anti-clockwise moment, and it is like this clockwise moment. So, in both the case, the sinking is delta. Due to this sinking, the extra amount of fixed end moment, the beam will be experienced. What will be the extra amount of moment due to the delta amount of sink? The extra amount of moment will be 6 EI delta by L square. As this is clockwise, so this is positive. As this is anti-clockwise moment, so this is negative. Okay, both the moment will be 6 EI delta by L square. Okay. So, and the condition is both the end will be fixed end. In that case, the fixed end moment will be positive 6 EI delta by L square if the right support is at higher level, and if the left support is at higher level, then the beam will be subjected to minus 6 EI delta by L square. Okay, L is the span of the beam and delta is the amount of sinking of any support. Okay. Now, let's solve a example. Okay, a continuous beam ABCD of uniform section consists of span AB, BC, CD of length 3 meter, 5 meter and 3 meter respectively. Okay, so this is AB span, this is BC span, this is CD span. Okay, with the ends A and D fixed. Here A support and D support is fixed support. Determine the moments at the supports if the support B sinks by 15 mm. This B support sinks 15 mm. This is 15 mm. Okay. Draw also bending moment and sketch the deflected shape of the beam. We have to draw the bending moment diagram and also deflected shape of the beam after the sinking. E value is given, that is Young modulus of the material 200 kilonewton per meter square. This is meter square, 200 kilonewton meter square, and I is given here 8.75 10 to the power 6 millimeter to the power 4. Okay. So, let us solve the problem. First, we will calculate the fixed end moment due to the sinking, then we will calculate the moment distribution. So let's start. First, the table for distribution factor. First, we will calculate the distribution factor. So what is the distribution factor? If the far end is fixed, the relative stiffness will be I by L. If the far end is hinged, the relative stiffness will be 3 by 4 I by L. So in this case, if you consider this B joint and C joint, I am considering the intermediate joint. Always you consider during the moment distribution problem, always you consider the intermediate points as joint. This is a support. This is a support but not joint. In this moment distribution calculation, always you remember that intermediate support is a joint. So in this table you will consider B and C as joint. B is intermediate joint, C also intermediate joint. Okay, no need to consider A point and D point. So only you consider B and C point. Okay, so if you consider B point, it will have two member. One is BA, another is BC. Next, if you consider C point, it will have two member. One is CB, another is CD. So B point, the two member BA and BC. C point, it has also two members CB and CD. Okay, relative stiffness will be I by L as the far end is fixed. Far end is fixed. When you are considering BA, you are standing at B point, far end is fixed. You are standing at B point, looking at C. This is also intermediate support. Intermediate support will be always fixed support. So far end is fixed. The relative stiffness will be I by L in case of BA, and in case of BC the relative stiffness will be also I by L. When you are considering CB, the relative stiffness will be I by L. When you are considering CD, the relative stiffness will be I by L. In all the cases, the relative stiffness will be I by L. So the relative stiffness will be I by L, I by 5 throughout the span. The I is given same. So what is the length of the span? This is 5 meter, this is 3 meter, this is 3 meter. So I by 5. Next is BC. BC is what? How much? BC is 3. So this will be okay. So the relative stiffness I by 5, I by L, L is 5. So I by 5, I can write it here as 3I by 15. Here also BC length is 3. So I can write I by L, L is 3. So I by 3 equals to I by 3 will be the relative stiffness. So I by 3 I can write it 5I by 15. Denominator, if you keep the denominator as same, you process will be very easy. Okay. Next, total relative stiffness will be 5 plus 3 equals to 8I by 15. In case of CB, the span is 3. So in both the case span is 3. So relative stiffness will be I by 3, I by 3. Next you add these two term, you have 2I by 3. Next you find out the distribution factor. That means this term by this term will be 3 by 8. This term by this term will be 5 by 8. This term by this term will be half, and this term by this term will be half. Okay. Now we have to find out the fixed end moment. Fixed end moment, I told you, when the left support is higher level, the fixed end moment will be anti-clockwise, and that will be minus 6EI by L square. And when the right support is at higher level, then the fixed end moment will be positive, that is plus 6EI by L square. In case of AB, you are considering AB. From A to B, the B joint sinks. If B joint sinks, then A support will be at higher level. That means left support is higher level. If left support is higher level, that means case 2, the bending moment will be negative 6EI by L square, 6EI delta by L square. If left support is at higher level, the bending moment will be negative 6EI delta by L square. So in case of AB, the bending moment will be minus 6 EI delta by L square. Okay. So what is the value of EI? EI is given here 200 kilonewton meter square, 200 kilonewton per millimeter square, and I is 8.75 into 10 to the power 6. So put the value, and L is given 5. So put it here, 6 into E into I into L into delta by L square. So put the value, MAB equals to minus 6, this is I, this is E, this is I, this is delta, and this is L square. So I have calculated MAB equals to minus 6.3 kilonewton meter and MBA equals to minus 6.3 kilonewton meter. Same. Come to next pen, that is BC span. In case of BC, the length is 3. So I will calculate, this is BC, this is BC span. So in case of BC span, the formula will be just reverse, because in BC span B support sinks and C support is at higher level, that means right support is at higher level. If right support is at higher level, that means it is like this. In case of MAB, it is like this, and the bending moment is anti-clockwise. So MAB will be minus 6 EI delta by L square. In first case, it is like this. In first case, that is MAB, the left support is at higher level. Okay, if the left support is at higher level, the bending moment will be anti-clockwise. So the bending moment will be anti-clockwise. So MAB will be minus 6 EI delta by L square. And the second case is, that means MBC will be opposite. The right support is at higher level. If the right support is at higher level, the beam will be subjected to clockwise moment, and clockwise moment will be this is BC equals to positive 6 EI delta by L square. Okay. So in this case, I will find out the value of 6. This is E, 8.75 10 to the power 6 is I value, this is I value, delta is 15 L square. So I have found out MBC equals to 17.5 kilonewton meter and MCB equals to 17.5 kilonewton meter, right? In case of CD, there is no fixed end moment because the support does not sink at all. So the CD will be 0 and DC will be 0. Okay. Now I will calculate the moment distribution table. Here we have found out the distribution factor 3 by 8, 5 by 8, half and half. 3 by 8 and 5 by 8 at B joint. So I will write 3 by 8 and 5 by 8 at B joint. Next at C joint I have distribution factor half and half. So at C joint I will write distribution factor half and half. Okay. Now first let's write the bending moment that we have calculated. MAB equals to minus 6.3, BA equals to minus 6.3. So first I will write AB minus 6.3, BA minus 6.3. Next MBC plus 17.5, BC plus 17.5. So here I will write plus 17.5 plus 17.5. Okay. And CD we have calculated 0, DC we have calculated 0, so I put it 0 0. Okay. Now how we will calculate the carryover and balance, I will show you. Alternatively, you have to calculate carryover and balance, okay, up to when the value comes like 0.01, 0.001 like that. Okay. So first you add these two term, minus 6.3 plus 17.5, you will get 11.2. So if you do 17.5 minus 6.3, you will get 11.2. In this 11, with this 11.2, you multiply with the distribution factor, that is 3 by 8 and 5 by 8. So you multiply 3 by 8 and 5 by 8. If you multiply 11.2 with 3 by 8 and 5 by 8, you will get 4.2 and 7. You will get 4.2 and 7. Okay. And as this is positive, this 4.2 will be negative, this 7 will be negative, and this negative 4.2 you write here, negative 7 you write here. Whatever you are getting the balance, that balance moment you will write here. Whatever the balance moment you are getting, adding these two moment, that balance moment you multiply with this distribution factor and write it here with opposite sign. This balance moment you multiply with this distribution factor, write here with opposite sign. So the balance moment is 17.5 minus 6.3, I am getting 11.2. Okay. So this 11.2 will be multiplied with 3 by 8 and I will write 4.2 with opposite sign. As this is plus, so I will keep it minus. As this is plus, so I will keep it minus 7. Okay. Similarly here 17.5 plus 0, that will be 17.5 into half will be 8.75. As this is positive balance moment, so the balance moment will be, I will write here negative and I will write here negative. This is balance moment distributing according to their distribution factor. Okay. Now this line is completed. Now once this line is completed, this moment will be carried over 50% to here in this joint. This moment will be carried over 50% at this joint. Okay. And also this moment will be carried over 50% at this joint. When it is carried over 50% at this joint, the sign will be same, minus 4.2 50%, that means minus 2.1, minus 7, that means 50%, minus 3.5, and this is minus 8.75, 50% is minus 4.38. So when you are calculating the balance moment, you keep it opposite sign, and when you are doing the carryover, you keep the same sign. So I am at this line, so you have the balance moment at this line minus 4.38 and here it is 0. So if you add this balance moment, you will have same minus 4.38. So if you calculate minus 4.38 into 3 by 8 into 5 by 8, so 5 by 8, you will get 1.64, you will get 1.64 and you will get 2.74. Okay. So as this is minus, you have to keep it plus, so I keep it here plus 1.64 and plus 2.74. Okay. This is the balance moment. Also here, come to here, this is minus 3.5, this is 0. So if you add these two moment, you will get minus 3.5, multiply half, you will get 1.75. As this is minus, the balance moment will be opposite, that is plus. Here also multiplying with 3.5, multiply minus 3.5, multiply minus 3.5 with half, you will get plus 1.75. So I reached in this line. Again you carry over this moment 50% at this joint, 50% moment will be carried over at this joint, 50% moment will be carried over at this joint. Okay. Same thing you apply at these two moment, This is 0 moment, consider this is 0, this is 0. So at these two moment, whatever you get, multiply with this factor, write it here with opposite sign. At these two moment, multiply with this factor, write it here with opposite sign. Here also the moment is 0. At these two moment, multiply with this factor, write it here with opposite sign. At these two moment, multiply with this distribution factor, write it here with opposite sign. Okay. And also we have to consider this is also 50% will be carried over at this joint. Whatever the moment you are getting, the 50% moment will be carried over to the next joint. So in this way you have to continue the process until and unless you are getting 0.1, 0.005 moment at a certain level. So if you repeat this process at this level, you will get okay. So I am at this level. So if you add these two moment and multiply with this factor, you will get 0.01 and 0.02. Okay. So I have reached at this level. Okay, I have reached at this level. Once you get the balance moment 0.01, 0.02, 0.01, 0.01, it is very less amount of moment. So then only you can terminate the process, you can stop the process. This is the iterating process. This iterating process will be stopped when you are getting the 0.01, very less amount of moment, 0.01 or 0.001, then you can stop this process. Okay, then you add this all the moments. If you add this all the moments, you will get minus 7.7. if you add all these moments, you will get minus 9.08, and add all these moments, add all these moments, each and every joint you add all these moments. Okay, so you have this this is the final moment. This is the final moment we are getting at different joint. Okay, this moment is generating in the beam due to the sinking of the support. Okay, so once we obtained the bending moment at different support, we will draw the bending moment diagram. See, at joint A we have minus 7.7, so we will draw the bending moment diagram like this. At joint B we have plus 9.08, so I have drawn plus 9.08. Again at joint C we have minus 7.59, so I have drawn here minus 7.5. The upper side I am considering negative and lower side I am considering positive. Similarly at joint D I have minus 0.81, so at joint D I have, so at joint C I have minus 7.59, so I have drawn here minus 7.59, and joint D also whatever the moment you are getting, you draw the bending moment diagram, and also you draw the deflected pattern of the beam. So we have deflected pattern like this. As the support sinks, so after deflection, this is the elastic curve, after deflection the span of the beam will deflect like this. This is fixed support, so it won't deflect, so it will be intact at its initial position, and as this support sinks, this span will curve like this. It will move in upward direction. Okay, once one span is sinks, then the adjacent span will goes up. Okay, so the deflected shape will be like this. So we have drawn the bending moment diagram, the deflected pattern of the beam due to the sinking of the support. So first what we did, first we calculated the distribution factor. According to the span we calculated the distribution factor Then we calculate the fixed end moment MAB, MBA, MBC, MCB, MCD and MDC. Then we calculate the distribution table in this way. First you write the distribution factor at the joints, then you write the fixed end moment, then you start for balance moment carryover, balance moment carryover, balance moment carryover, balance moment carryover, up to when you are getting a less amount of moment, that is 0.01, 0.005, like that. Up to that point you stop the iteration process and add all the bending moment at each joint. Then you draw the final bending moment. This is final bending moment. According to the final bending moment, you draw the bending moment diagram, and as this support sinks, the adjacent span will deflect in upward direction. So the deflected pattern will be like this. This is the elastic curve or deflected pattern of the beam due to the sinking of the support. So this is the deflected pattern of the continuous beam after the sinking of the support. Okay.